Hello Leo, this is Victoria from Mindfulness, and I'm here with your new moon in Virgo update, which is happening today as I'm recording this video. Welcome to my channel first of all. Whether you're new or you're coming back, I'm really happy to see you here. And today I'm coming to you from my courtyard. It's a wonderful day here in the greater New York area, and I decided to have a little bit of outside time for myself, as I'm also connecting with my higher power and trying to manifest something new with this new moon. And since I'm an earth sign, this kind of connection with nature is super rewarding for me, let's put it that way. Yeah, so before I get to tarot, and we'll definitely look into what is the biggest impact of this energy on your sign, also what could be a challenge at this time, and what is the universal guidance to make the most out of this energy. Before we step into that, I just want to say a couple of words about this new moon. Well, first of all, new moons are of course about making new starts, planning something, and manifesting something new into your reality. It's also about starting new habits, changing your mindset. The Virgo energy in this new moon is asking us to be very specific and practical with these next steps, with the plans, with the goals, right? Not even so much with the plans, but if you have a goal, then also come up with some steps you're going to be taking, like very specific, right? Low level planning. What are you going to be doing immediately to go for those goals, to kind of get closer to them, so that the universe can step in and co-create with you to help you on the way to reaching your dreams. And we also have Mars square new moon at this time. Mars is in Gemini, so Mars will be pushing us extra to face our fears and blocks and our triggers, and to push us forward through them, so we can expand, we can free up more resources, and we can really strive towards our happiness and out of our fears. Because it's in Gemini, it's going to be connected with communication, with how we phrase things, right? How we communicate what we want to ourselves and to the world outside. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use the Souls and Fire deck as the main read, and then I'll put some clarifiers as well. So what's the biggest impact of this energy for Leo? Okay, that's too many. Okay, we got Page of Wands in reverse and Knight of Wands in reverse. Very interesting. Although it is your element, because you're a fire element and this is fire energy. What is the block or the challenge? 5 of Cups. What is the advice from the universe? Justice and Knight of Cups. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers. And by the way, I'll be uploading the September readings on my channel in the coming couple of days, so watch out for that. Can't believe that the August is over, summer is basically over. Please clarify Page of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarify 5 of Cups. There's something else here. Please clarify the Justice and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so oops. So we have these two cards in reverse, and to me it speaks about a little bit of two of the extremes of the confidence level, self-esteem level. So to me, the Page of Wands, especially in this deck, is someone who feels like the goal, or whatever you're trying to reach, is almost like too far away from what I can do, right? Like this person is looking it up and is like, wow, that's too big for me, right? Like it's definitely out of my league somewhere. The Knight of Wands is usually somebody who's overconfident. It's like just going for it, like, you know, reckless, a little bit of that energy. And in the reverse, I'm seeing that you will be able to see, like, to be wise about those things, especially with the Justice and Five of Swords here. Like, you will see where the illusion lies. Like, sometimes it's just our fear that's making things look harder than they are, right? And also, and what's like, what really makes sense pursuing, right? The Justice will put you into that balance space where you won't be driven by emotions so much, right? Whether it's being overconfident and just going for something without much consideration to feed your ego for your emotions, or the other way around, right? Like, it will really help you realize what is sensible and what is in the highest good in this particular case. And it could be, you know, a big action, it can be a small action, it can be no action, depending on the situation, right? That's where the discernment is, to realize what makes sense. The block is Five of Cups, clarified by the Hermit. So you may feel lonely and kind of disappointed at this time, which might prevent you from going forward with your goals or trying again because you've been hurt before. Yeah, so, you know, it's a little bit of that fear that you have when you're close to your dream, or like you get the divine spark where you feel like, yeah, that's really possible, I can really do that. But then the ego plays in sometimes because it's trying to keep you safe. It's like, well, are you sure about that? Remember what happened last time, or remember what happened to that friend of mine when they did it, something like that, right? It's like that doubt that might prevent you from stepping into your power and going for your dreams. The advice here, again, the Justice card again, and Knight of Cups, clarified by Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so whatever, you know, whether it's action or no action that you decide to do to stay balanced and to stay in your truth, it's important to approach it with love. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be because of the ego, because of emotions. It should really be, there shouldn't be too much of doubt or back and forth. It's like, or maybe I can do both, maybe I can find a shortcut or something, right? Just bring love into the situation and almost like see, you can use this technique where you zoom out from a situation a little bit and you imagine that it happens to someone else, to your friend, or even your family member, or maybe you're a parent and this is something that your child came to you with. Especially useful if you have children, but you know, might be useful either way. So it's important to understand, to kind of step out so that you can see, you can be more objective about how you approach it and what kind of advice you're actually giving to that someone, i.e. to yourself in this case, right? Because oftentimes we treat ourselves differently than we would be other people we love and cherish and value, right? So this is for you to be a little bit more objective. It's almost like, you know, if it happened to my friend, what would I advise with the energy of love and compassion? What would my advice be to them in this situation? Or I'm a parent, a responsible but also loving parent, and this is happening to my child. What would how would I treat this situation? What would I do? What would I say? Right? This will help you step outside of more of being either overcritical of yourself, which could be the case with the Virgo energy in the air, or being too lenient or procrastinating, right, without taking action. So that you can find that, with that Justice card, you can find that balance, even if it's really hard to find, right? Like, look at this card. It's like an acrobat movement here, right? Really challenging space here to be finding balance in, but it's possible. It really is. If you were put in this situation, it was definitely there to bring some new knowledge and awareness to you, and maybe bring some more encouragement and empowerment that you are able to deal with situations like that. Okay, Leo, I hope this has been good for you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, guys.